Here's your news in under 2 minutes. I had Debbie over there on YouTube say that my video was a disgusting regard for humanity. So let's talk about humanity, shouldn't we? Listen, Debbie, I don't want to forget the 300,000 missing children from the mishandling of the border for 4 years after that bumbling, stumbling idiot that I'm sure you voted for. I know I didn't. Anyway, there's only been 10,000 of them found. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to talk about the 742 pounds of confiscated fentanyl at the border in May, right? Or how we've seen an uprise in meth of 102%. How about heroin at 19%? What about all those druggies out there, right? Dying of drug overdoses. Not humanitarian enough for you, Debbie? How about the uprise of 830% of ICE attacks because of idiot liberals like yourself who can't just sit down and shut the hell up? They're doing their job. You and that idiot Alex Padilla would get along really well. They're out of California. I'm sure you guys are best friends. As he said that ICE agents come onto the street with street clothes and then they yank people into vans. And it escalates tensions and spreads fear. That's the whole freaking point. If you're illegal, don't be here. If you are, you're going to get snatched off the street, especially if you're a criminal. Now, Debbie, I know I'm sure you're not real big on reading, but maybe you should look at some of these people that they have snatched off the street and look at their criminal records. Maybe you can then talk about humanity with me, about the victims in those people's horrendous crimes that they've committed. What do you think? Would that be fun, Debbie? Anyway, it looks as though Fannie Mae's Financial Crimes Division found that Adam Shifty Schiff is out here creating possible mortgage fraud. Now, in 2009, he claimed that his Maryland property was his primary property, which that's weird. You're from California, Adam. But he didn't want to have to pay the taxes there in California. So now this happened in 2009, but in 2020, he went ahead and switched it to his secondary home. Either someone arrest him or let's stop talking about this shit because it just makes me angry. I don't remember the last time I got away with not paying taxes. Anyway, Benjamin Song was captured there in Dallas today. Now, he was a suspect in connection with the attack of the ICE detention center. He was actually a veteran. So he was actually caught on 11 days after running from the police. Also, the attorney general there out of Arizona is now allowing law enforcement officers to shoot down the cartel when they try to bring over drugs. Maybe you can cry about it with them, Debbie. I don't know what y'all think. Have a good day.